Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Symphogear Season 1, Episode 3. So, last time we got a lot more info about the Symphogears that these girls are equipped with and everything, and the fact that they were created by heretics in a distant past where they don't even quite understand the science that's done to create these crystals. It seems like the one that what was her name? Shoot. I'm sorry. Kanade had was shattered a bit, and some of the shrapnel of it went inside Hibiki's chest. That is how she is using Kanade's Symphogear, and now Tsubasa is not happy about it. So she's frustrated. She obviously misses her friend, and now she sees that same equipment being used by this person, probably bringing back bad memories. I can't blame her, So, um, but they've also referred to them, the girls that wear the Symphogear, as Valkyries as well. So we have another name for them, and the Attuned as well. So many different names for them, but we also know that it's being kept a big secret, the Symphogears and everything. We learned last episode about those that family that is now having their freedom of speech limited and everything because of what they saw, which is pretty crazy as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching more. So I say let's just jump into the episode and start. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Yeah, we have a fight between these two that are going to be going on too, right? Oh, jeez. But I guess for now, they are just slaughtering some noise. Month. Oh, so did they... It's been a month... Wait. Did we not end the last episode with her saying, like, let's fight? I feel like we'll just watch. Maybe we go back to that scene. But okay, so training for a month, seemingly. Well, not just training. She's actually fighting noise. It seems like so. Unless they're simulating the noise, they could have some kind of like simulation room. I've seen that. All right. We don't get to see who's holding hands at the end of that opening, which is interesting. Both girls go to all three girls go to the same school, right? Hibiki, Tsubasa, and uh this girl, Miku. So maybe they end up getting along and that's them holding hands, even though you'd assume that it'd be Hibiki and Miku. It could actually be Hibiki and Tsubasa. So they still don't get along after a month of training. Okay, we're back to this. Nice. Oh, the fire of youth. I like how his tie is tucked in his pocket. I wonder why. That was my bad. They didn't say that Hibiki couldn't keep up after the month. It was that they still don't get along. I just want to correct myself in my misspeaking earlier. Ooh. Hmm. Yeah, that's the problem that she has. She thinks that Hibiki's trying to take her place. Jeez. Oh shit! Damn! Oh god! What is he? Oh shit! Oh my god! Hmm. Yeah, that didn't seem like the right thing to say. I did miss the first line. I'll go back, but if what she said was I'll try to replace Kanade, probably not the best thing to say. But I will say I did miss the line before that, so ugh. Oh. Oh. Damn. And she just disintegrated. Don't blame yourself. Tsubasa going through some shit, for sure. I don't blame her, man. Losing a friend like that is not something you just get over. Not even after a long time. Especially when you see someone popping up trying to take that spot too. I get it. Hmm. I like that she kind of came clean about that a bit while her face was covered. It's always easier uh to say things when people can't see your face, right? Lots of blips. So what's the truth that they don't tell you? Emotionless, mechanical. You only go after humans. First recognized. Okay. Huh. Some sentient will behind it. That's what I was talking about. Just talking about in the discussion of last episode. Okay. An almost complete relic. Hmm. Damn USA. Shit. Hmm. Systems being hacked. Americans want shit. Alright. talk album stuff. Yes, she is. Well, interesting. Probably easier to try to think that, huh, Tsubasa? Oh my god, Sakurai! Don't mess up. At least I am. She has people feeding her while she writes shit down. I need this life. I need a team of people around me feeding me food. This isn't an anime. Oh shit. Bye bye. They look like hieroglyphs. Is that what they said? A special exception. Uh-oh. No, don't split up. She's gonna get called in because of the noise, and this poor girl's not gonna get to see the shooting stars with her. Yep. As soon as they split up, I knew it. Ah, that fade to black too. The look on her face as well. Aw, poor Miku. She getting a message. Aw. What a good friend. Shit, intense turn. She is right here. Okay. I did learn that the voice actress for Hibiki does some of the singing in this, which is very cool. Like, this is probably her, I imagine. I'm really bad with voices, especially when it comes to, like, singing versus normal talking, because it always sounds a little different. You can never be, like, 100% sure. But I bet it is her. Yeah, so she hasn't even learned how to use the weapon yet, has she? She just punches and kicks. Oh, look at that one. So have they not taught her how to pull out the weapon, or is it just something that you have to, like, feel how to do? Take out that frustration. Just don't get careless in your anger. Gotta be careful. This thing and its balls. Oh shit! Is she gonna pull out the weapon now? Oh god, that look! Maybe anger is a trigger for initiating it. Oh Jesus, rips it apart! Damn! She's a barbarian from D&D. She would like to rage. Oh shit. Better make sure that those trains are stopped. That little thing is a slippery bugger. Damn, look at it go. What's that? Oh. Or, that's not a shooting star, that's Tsubasa, isn't it? I was gonna say, is that Tsubasa? And then she said shooting star, and I'm like, oh, I guess maybe it is. Damn. Hmm. Oh. Some kind of sentience, we learn. We just rumored about. Oh shit. Oh, that's the Nehushtan. So who's wielding it? Well, shit. Alright. I think I spelled it wrong. I was trying to write it down again, and I already spelled it wrong. It's Nehush, right? Think? I wrote it down the right way. Yeah, I got it. Hell yeah. Alright. That was a good episode. That was, I enjoyed that one. It went by fast. It really did. We got... So it was kind of cool, like, they threw a lot at us in the first episode, right? With, you know, these transformation sequences and these battles and crazy shit. And then in the second episode, they explained a lot about the Symphogears and the Valkyries and the Attuned and all that stuff. And then we in the third episode we got a rundown on the noise. So that's really cool. And now that we have all those rundowns done, we can kind of move forward with some facts and different things as the story progresses and different things that they discover. But now we should know a handful of the things that they know. But alright guys, that is it for episode 3. Real quick here. Where was the moment where it flashed back to this fight? So I know I'm useless right now, but I'll do my best. This is what I wanted to see. Sorry, guys. I'm jumping back real quick here. Yeah, so I don't think she realized. My curiosity is, did Hibiki hear her say? I'm trying to remember if she heard her say, like, you're trying to replace Kanade, and that's the problem. I think she said it out loud to Hibiki, didn't she? And then Hibiki straight up says, like, oh, I'll try to replace her. It's like, it might have been the wrong thing to say there, Hibiki. I could be wrong, though. Maybe I got, like, the order of events mixed up. Or maybe, like, sometimes I think I mistake, like, internal dialogue with, like, external dialogue kind of thing. But either way, regardless of, you know, we know Tsubasa's feelings and how she feels like her dead friend is being replaced, and she doesn't want that, you know. It also could be a subtitle thing as well, because I think something better to say might have been, I know, like, start off the way she said it. I think that was good. Like, I know I'm useless right now, but then say, I'll try my best to live up to the legacy of Kanade and make her proud, or something like that, right? I feel like that might have been a bit better than saying, I'll try to replace her. That just sounds so so grimy to say you're gonna try to replace someone's friend. But she did, like, feel shocked about seeing the tears after. So I'm wondering if Hibiki was just kind of, like, still at this moment didn't realize how important Kanade was to Tsubasa. Excuse me, guys, I'm sorry. Oh, man. But yeah, I just wanted to go back and look at that real fast. One other thing real fast while we're going back. I really apologize, guys. I just like to make sure that I get all my ducks in a row. When they go after this, so they are emotionless, mechanical, and only go after humans. I read that, and then I was about to write it down, and then I realized they keep going into more detail, so I stopped writing down, but I kind of missed, like... So I saw where they said the people they attack turn into carbon dust. I did see that. This next line right here. There is no pattern to the time and place of their appearances, and they attack indiscriminately. Okay, I read most of that. I just wanted to see it again. What was the other thing she said? They're widely seen as a serious threat to mankind. Okay, got it. Yeah, it's super interesting, like, all this info that we just got. I'm, like, trying to piece together in my mind, because as far as they know, even these people in this room, even Genjiro and everything, there's no sentience behind it. Except for what they're starting to wonder if there is. Because they're going after this, like, in the vicinity of this relic that is very close to being completed, it sounds like. So I do feel like it would make the show a lot more interesting if there was some kind of sentience behind the noise, and that would make it super fascinating and everything. Because if they're just mechanical mindless killing machines, right? And we just keep killing them over and over again. Obviously, there's some that show up that are a little more of a threat than others, like this one with all the balls and everything was one that Hibiki had a hard time with. It was very slippery and all that, but having some kind of master behind it, or an organization of either people, or I think, see, I kind of hope it's not people. That's the thing for me. I kind of hope it's like sentient noise, right? Like maybe there's different levels of noise soldiers. There's the dumb mechanical ones that just follow orders and do what they're supposed to do, kind of thing. But then there's like a hierarchy where there's upper ones that are more intelligent and are commanding these lower ones to do things, and coming up with these plans and everything. I think that would keep things really interesting. If it's people, that's fine too. Like the idea that somehow someone learned how to control these entities, whether they've always been in control of them or whether they just figured out how to harness the power, that could be interesting as well. I there's enough bad in humanity that I don't need to see them wielding more of the, like, wielding this kind of power as well. I think it's, I also, because the thing is if we have a non-human, if it's like a noise entity that is sentient, that opens up the possibility of dialogue and conversation with it, with these mysterious things that have been around since forever, seemingly. Yet, it was only 13 years ago when they were officially recognized by the UN, which is pretty crazy that these things have existed for a long, long time, yet weren't officially recognized. So I guess what I'm really curious about is, what did the world look like or seem like before this? Like, if these creatures showed up over 13 years ago, did they just keep it a secret about, like, their existence or something? They also said that the attacks now are way more frequent than they used to be, so maybe it was just a freak thing once every, maybe even once a year or something it would happen. Who knows the time frame, and so they were able to cover it up a lot better. But maybe as soon as they became a little more prevalent, they decided that they need to make it officially recognized. They need to teach people about them, because when you have something like this, like, I mean, if you don't know what they are and no one teaches you what they are, and it's not on the news or anything like that, and you see this little plushy mechanical looking monster thing moving around, you might think like, oh, that thing's cute, I'm gonna go pet it, and then you just turn into carbon, kind of thing. But when you give public awareness, they see that and they're like, I gotta run, and it could save a lot of lives. So it's just crazy to me that it's only been 13 years. Like, that makes me fascinated to know what it was like beforehand, and what people thought. And they said, like, that's like some of the rumors about demons and stuff potentially come from these noise and everything. So I do like that, is like when you think about something that's been around forever that just wasn't recognized. Like, I've had other shows, I can't remember exactly, but where they say like, oh, well, this entity that we're fighting is kind of behind the rumors of demons and devils and stuff like that. Like, you could also say like Bigfoot and other like legends around could be like manifested from these entities. And I can't remember the other shows that do that, but that kind of thing is always interesting to me as well. So they reference the Gungnir as the mighty spear that can pierce anything. That's pretty cool. I mean, obviously that very well could just be a what's it called? Like a play on words kind of thing, like a fancy definition for it. Like, it doesn't, like sometimes I gotta sift through and be like, okay, well, in a world like this, what is literal and what is just metaphorical? And calling it a spear that can pierce through anything, like, is that what it actually is? I imagine not. I imagine that's just how they say it, kind of thing. And it can't actually pierce through anything. It would be crazy if it could, but that would eliminate a lot of a lot of strife in the show if she manifests the spear that she can just poke and it goes through anything it touches, right? So I imagine it's not that. I'm not trying to take it too literally. I'm just trying to explain like my thought process and everything. Um, but yeah. So uh, Genjiro, what is he? Because I understand these girls having this relic of the past that turns you, like, gives you this armor and these weapons that give you these kind of supernatural abilities and everything. But he showed up and he, like, punched, cracked the ground, like, shattered it all around him, shattered her weapon and everything, and took her completely out of her armor and all that. So does he have some kind of relic himself that gives him this power without having to sing, or are humans capable of just training to this level of strength? Like, honestly, that, like, Genjiro just jumped from being like this just badass looking commander guy that just seems like very lighthearted and a fun character and everything, but now has turned into a badass mystery man that I just want to know more about, right? This is one of those things where I'm starting to understand Symphogears and all that, but now what the hell is he? So that's that was really badass seeing him come out. It's always fun in any show when like the mentor, trainer, leader guy steps up and you get to see what he's like in action, kind of thing. And this was one of those moments where you're like, damn, it's like the, Master Yoda kind of thing when you finally get to see what he's capable of and everything after seeing this old man that you underestimate and everything, but then you see what he's capable of. It's like, oh shit. Um, Same kind of like with it's a play off the character, but in My Hero Academia, when Gran Torino acts like a delusional old man kind of thing as well, and then all of a sudden he gets serious, and it's like, oh shit. Whenever like the very laid back guy gets serious in anime, shit's going down. So, but yeah. Uh, we had the Durandal they talked about, which is another relic that is almost complete. I mentioned it briefly. It seems like hackers keep hacking the system trying to find it, and the Americans, they don't have any proof that it's the Americans doing the hacking, but it seems they have their suspicions, and the Americans are wanting it as well. So it's things are getting tense in the diplomatic uh standpoint. I couldn't think of the word. That wasn't really the word I wanted to come up with, uh, but yeah, diplomatic issues seem to be on the rise, and now we have this new girl who's wielding this Nehushtan armor, which I wonder who it is. Like, how did she get it? Wasn't it they were just boasting about the security of this facility? Wasn't this relic in this facility? So does that mean that Genjiro and the others are aware of this girl having this relic? Or did she somehow break in and acquire it, kind of thing? So we're gonna have to wait to find out, I guess, right? Unless the relic is still down in their facility, but she's utilizing the power from the relic like separated from it, kind of thing. I'm not sure. And is she, the fact that she just randomly appeared made it seem ominous, but that also could be a red herring. So is she gonna be an antagonist, or is she on our side? is she also fighting the noise, is my point? Or is she potentially one of the people that are controlling it, is what I thought. But, obviously these are all just speculations based off the 2 seconds we got to see her. So, but the other thing I wanted to talk about was, one, I really felt bad for Miku being left alone, but props to her being a great friend and being supportive and not getting, obviously she's upset. You could see it. I mean, anyone would be. You don't even have to see her body movement, but when you saw her body movement where her arm kind of like went limp for a second, but then she like pulled it back up, you can tell she was like really upset, but then she put up a front for her friend because she understands, and that's what good friends do, right? So that was great. But on the other side, we have Tsubasa, who is also putting up a front, calling herself a sword, saying a sword has no need for emotions because she started to get emotional and she realized it, and it's probably easier for her to, instead of acknowledging these emotions that she's feeling, to call herself this sword and to pretend like she can't have these emotions and she's incapable of having them because she's a sword and everything. It's a way that she's sheltering herself from these feelings, which is not really healthy. So I imagine as the show goes, we're gonna pick apart that hard shell she's trying to put up, and maybe maybe we'll wear her down to have like a real heart to heart between her and Hibiki without the initial aggression and frustration kind of thing. So but yeah, definitely some interesting stuff. I'm loving the show. Like, as I mentioned, I was iffy going into it, and I've enjoyed it so far. We've had some good fighting. The music is good. I've been liking it. I was worried it was going to be a lot more idle stuff than it is, which I'm glad that it seems to be a lot more story driven. Like, there's all these little pieces they're throwing out there and all this info they're throwing at us is great, and I love it because I love lore. Like, so far the fighting animation has been good, but it hasn't been like, holy shit, that was an amazing sequence, right? Granted, I will say I did really like Hibiki getting angry here and like tearing one apart and stuff like that. That was really fun seeing her, like, with her more laid back personality kind of thing, but then getting angry and letting her emotions out in the battle and everything. That was that animation was fun to see, rather than just like cut, slicing through them and all that. But yeah, like, the animation doesn't have to be insane. If the story and the lore is there for me, that's enough to keep me interested. And so far, I am interested. The potential of there being a sentience behind the noise, and more about these relics and this ancient like civilization that they keep mentioning that created them and everything. I don't know if we'll ever, like, how much we'll learn about all of these things, but if we do learn more about it, that stuff fascinates me. So, but yeah, I think that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me. As usual, this was a Patreon show, which means if you're watching this on YouTube, you can watch all the rest of the first season, at the very least, on my Patreon. I think I'm just doing one season at a time, and then I'm going to do some in-between shows and then continue on from there. I believe that's how I'm going to do it. But yeah, I will definitely at some point finish all 5 seasons. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye bye.